Summer perhaps, but further north rather unsettled. But before we look at the detail, it's just to let you know that next Sunday the weather for the week ahead swaps over onto BBC Two at 1:10 Now, I said it was going to be unsettled in the north, and you can see plenty of Atlantic weather systems queuing up there across the northwest approaches. If I run the pressure sequence, you'll notice that this large area of high pressure slips away. This big low runs around Iceland, lots of isobars indicating some pretty windy weather across Scotland for time to time, and that means that things are going to be pretty fast moving. Although winds will be fairly light through the rest of the weekend, they are starting to pick up now across the northwest, and as we go into next week, some very strong winds indeed. And just look at the direction changes towards the end of the week, much cooler air moving southwards across the British Isles. It means that the cooler weather will always be in the north, but with generally westerly winds, we will have some warm weather, particularly across southern and eastern parts of Britain. Well, at the moment, some clouds building up across the London skyline, but there will be some sunshine in between the clouds, and temperatures in the southeast will get up to 21 Celsius during today. But it's that unsettled weather that we're seeing moving into the northwest. Just look at all this rain pushing in across Northern Ireland and onto the western side of Scotland. That will continue to move eastwards through the day. The rain rather more patchy on the other side of the mountains, and some of that rather light drizzly rain getting down into the Irish Sea, but still a lot of bright dry weather to come across the southern half of England and Wales. Just a few showers being set off by that lumpy cloud we saw on the camera sequence. Into Monday, this weather front starts to move southwards. Behind it, some brighter, showery weather getting into northwestern parts of Scotland. Ahead of it, still a lot of dry, fine, quite warm weather across the southern half of England and Wales. Then this little low takes the rain northwards once again, the heaviest of the rain moving across Northern Ireland and up into Scotland, taking that cloud away from England and Wales. Temperatures in London perhaps up to 23. But then as we go through the rest of the week, well, you can see those weather fronts come southwards, and with all those isobars, well, it's going to turn windy and quite cool as well. So during Wednesday, we'll start to see this weather system heading a little bit further south. Brighter, cooler weather coming in behind that. Gales up in the north of Scotland, and eventually that cooler air getting down into the southeast. More rain from the west. That's the forecast.